English as Angeles on a business trip, she had a great idea. I'd like you to come with me for part of the way, Mrs. Kramer said to her daughter, Courtney. I'll drop you off in San Diego so you can spend some time with Aunt Morgan. Aunt Morgan would love to get to know you better. Courtney's aunt was a pediatrician. That is a doctor who takes care of children.
Los Angeles, San Diego, Columbus.
The plans were made, and Courtney and Mrs. Kramer flew together from their home in Columbus, Ohio, to San Diego, California. Aunt Morgan met them at the airport, and she gave Courtney a big hug. Then Courtney's mother caught another flight to Los Angeles. I have to get back to the office now, Courtney. This is my lunch hour, Aunt Morgan said as they climbed into her station wagon. I start seeing patients again very soon. I hope you won't be too bored. When Courtney arrived at Aunt Morgan's office, she was amazed at what she saw. It was like walking into a thick forest. Splashes of sunlight shone through thick branches. Courtney reached out and yanked at the branch, but all she felt was the wall. Eyes wide, Courtney followed Aunt Morgan as they entered the waiting room. Now they seemed to be on the shores of a mountain lake. Who did all this? Courtney asked. I did, smiled Aunt Morgan. Painting is my way to relax. Aunt Morgan spoke to Dawn, her nurse. Did my 2 o'clock appointment come yet? Yes, Dr. Lerner, replied Dawn. It's a boy with a sore throat. He and his father are in room 3. Aunt Morgan said, I have to see patients now, Courtney. Please go sit in the waiting room and I will come and get you soon as I am done. Courtney went to the waiting room to read and Aunt Morgan entered room 3. The walls displayed a painting of a cute little monkey offering an orange. The boy and his father were busy studying the painting. See this little monkey? Dr. Lerner asked. He wants you to eat healthy and delicious snacks. She examined the young patient in her efficient, friendly way. Then she said to the little boy, take a cigarette on your way out. I feel better soon. Meanwhile, Courtney had crept into a corner of the waiting room with her book. It had been exciting to travel on a plane with her mother. However, she was not really comfortable around new people. There were other children and their parents in the waiting room now. Courtney studied them and then burrowed further into her book. She figured she would finish her book and then she would read the magazines piled on the table before it was time to go home. After the last patient was treated, Aunt Morgan and Courtney drove home. Beautiful murals covered the wall inside Aunt Morgan's house. Courtney brushed one of the beautiful murals with her fingers. Courtney unpacked and got settled. Then she and Aunt Morgan shared a delicious dinner. Tomorrow is my long day, Courtney. You may not want to come with me, said Aunt Morgan. I was thinking that you could spend the day with my neighbor's daughter, Ines. She's just your age. Courtney was already a bit homesick and uncomfortable. She said to Aunt Morgan, um, um, I am shy about meeting new people. What if Ines doesn't like me? Her day might be ruined if she has to spend it with me. Please, can't I just stay here and read? I have a better idea, Aunt Morgan responded. Both of you can come with me tomorrow. I have something at the office that I think you will really enjoy. In the morning, they picked up Ines and drove to the office. When they arrived, Courtney and Ines were surprised when Aunt Morgan handed them each painting overalls. My filling room is the last unpainted part of this office. I have already drawn the outlines for a mural. Will you two please paint it for me? She asked. Ines and Courtney agreed and they put on the overalls. They discussed what colors to use. Then Ines and Courtney each painted their first streak on the wall. Both of them enjoyed painting and they had a wonderful time together. The day passed quickly. Later that afternoon, Aunt Morgan drove the three of them to the beach. They spread a blanket and enjoyed a picnic supper. There's a glorious show here every evening, Aunt Morgan told Courtney, and it's free. The three artists sat silently and watched as the sky became fire orange and then deep purple. There were many people on the beach now. They had all come to watch the show. As the sun disappeared below the horizon, everyone clapped and cheered. Good night, Ines, smiled Courtney when they dropped her off. It was really nice getting to know you. Back in Aunt Morgan's house, Courtney said, I'd like to stay in touch with Ines after I go back to Ohio. I think Ines would like that very much, Aunt Morgan agreed. The next morning, Aunt Morgan drove Courtney to the airport. Her mother was already waiting for her. Thank you for a wonderful memory, Courtney told Aunt Morgan, and she gave her a big hug. A few months later, Courtney mailed Aunt Morgan a present for her birthday. It was a picture of a flower, and it went perfectly with the mural Aunt Morgan had already painted on her living room wall. Courtney jotted a note on the card for Aunt Morgan. I hope Ines can come with you when you come to Columbus for my birthday. I have been painting a mural in my room. I left the last corner for us to paint together. Love, Courtney. Thanks for watching this video till the end.